Welcome to our new video series on analog communication. But before that, let us discuss communication and communication systems. Communication is a branch of science concerned with the transmission of messages from one point to another in the form of data like speech, signal, pulse, etc. And the combination of processes and hardwares to perform the transmission of data is called communication system. On the other hand, telecommunication is somewhat similar to it. It is the communication between 2 points at a distance, and examples are radio, television, telegraph, telephone, data communication, computer networking, etc. Internet is a big example of data communication, and other examples are Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, wireless LAN, social media, mobile networks, etc. Now let us discuss various types of communication. First, they are divided into analog communication and digital communication. Analog communication is the communication process in which data are transferred as electronic or electrical signals of varying amplitude, like in broadcasting, wireless communication, telephone communication, etc. Noise addition in this kind of communication is much more, and once they are added, they are very difficult to remove. On the other hand, digital communication is the process in which data are generated and processed into two states, high and low. Examples are email, fax, social networking, etc. Noise addition in this process is less, and they can be eliminated to a greater extent as compared to analog communication. Digital communication provides more security to the information, and circuits are very easy as they receive signals of zeros and ones only. They use bandwidth more efficiently, though it is larger. In digital communication, ADC at the transmitter side and DAC at the receiver side is required, but not required in analog communication. By the process of quantization of analog information, digital information are obtained. Hence, analog communication is more accurate. For more accuracy in digital communication, quantization should be better. On the transmission path, signals get faded due to noise addition and power loss. Hence, for the reconstruction to accurate form, in analog communication amplifiers and in digital communication repeaters are used. Communication can also be divided into point-to-point communication and point-to-multipoint communication. Point-to-point communication has one transmitter and one receiver, and examples are phone calls, chatting, video calling in normal cases, that is one-to-one. And point-to-multipoint communication has one transmitter and more than one to infinite number of receivers, and examples are conference call, group chatting, TV broadcasting, radio broadcasting, etc. Communication can also be divided into wired and wireless. In wired communication, transmission of data or information is done through conducting wires, and examples are pen drive, OTG, USB, Ethernet cables, adapter, etc. And in wireless communication, transmission of data is done by waves using antennas, and examples are space wave, ground wave, sky wave, satellite communication, etc. And there are a lot of devices where wireless communication is used. Now let us discuss about various components of communication system. This is the general block diagram of communication system. The first component is message. This is the information or data that is to be transferred. Next is transducer. Message can be of any form, but for transmission they need to be electrical or electronic signals. Hence transducers are used, like microphone, photodetector, that convert sounds and lights into electrical signals respectively. Next is modulator. Message signal cannot be transmitted alone, and hence carrier signals are needed. Through the modulator, carrier signals are modified to convey the message. Transmitter, it converts the information into signal which is suitable for transmission. Fifth one is antenna. For wireless communication, antenna sends data through various mediums like air, water, etc. Channel is the medium through which signal travels. Next is noise. It is an undesired energy present in the transmission path that enters the communication system either naturally or any human work and interferes the information. It is random and unpredictable and can be produced at any point of the system. They are either caused by lightning, sound in air, sounds from any creature or solar radiation, etc., or due to any man-made reason. Next is receiver. It receives both information and noise and recovers the desired signal to a greater extent, and it consists of amplifiers, filters, oscillators, demodulators, mixers, etc. Next is demodulator. Signal that reaches the receiver also consists of carrier signal, hence demodulators are used to retrieve the message signal. Amplifiers and repeaters are for reconstruction of the signal that are faded in the transmission path due to noise addition and power loss. in analog communication and digital communication respectively. So these are the elements of communication system, but most important is modulation and demodulation. Modulation is the process by which some parameters of the carrier signal like amplitude, angle, frequency, they are modified according to the message signal so that it can carry the message signal easily without any distortion. And it is done at the transmitter end before the transmission. So amplitude modulation, phase modulation and frequency modulation are the different modulation processes. In amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier signal is modified according to the message signal, whereas in phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal is changed in accordance to the message signal. And similarly, in frequency modulation, the frequency of the carrier signal is modified. And next is modulation index, which is the measure of modulation done on the carrier signal with respect to the message signal. Now we should know why modulation is needed. For increasing range of communication, to avoid the mixing of signals, to reduce the height of antennas and to improve the quality at the receiver end, modulation process is required. And the reverse of this process is demodulation. It is the process by which original message signal is retrieved from the mixed signal of carrier signal and message signal, and demodulation is done at the receiver end. So these are the basics of communication and communication systems. From the next videos, we will precisely discuss on analog communication.